the end of Rafa Distraught.
Okay.
It looks like the CCM game is going to wait for a few minutes till that Texas server opens up. So let's go watch something else, and then we'll hop back over to it.
Perfect. And all these servers, of course, being sponsored and run by MaverickServers.com.
Yep.
And
appreciate it.
From the look of it, it's been pretty awesome so far.
Yeah. Pretty rock solid. I haven't seen any, I think they've been able to collect a nice series of servers from across the U.S., so hopefully players should be pretty comfortable in their fighting digs. Rafa says, I dropped a job for you. Drop something else. Hub is dropped. T4 is picked. That's beautiful.
Oh, Destruct actually thought it was a Quake Live Cup.
Oh, okay.
So that's why.
That's funny. But wait, he retired from Quake Live. He never said anything about retired from Quake 3.
Exactly. I thought, hey, that's clever, Destruct. You could get away with retiring and keep on playing. Yeah.
T4 and ZTN are going to be our places of battle. Yeah, Distraught's asking if Mega is 2 minutes, and indeed it is. Yep. GG. All right, guys, we're going to go live in about 5 seconds. Distraught versus Rafa, and personally, I think it's time to enable the Rafa. Ooh. Demo didn't start. Never mind.
Come on.
Who do we have here?
Everybody's looking for their 5 seconds of fame before they get kicked.
You know what? This is getting annoying. Because I had spec only on.
Yeah.
It says it's enabled. Alright, whatever.
I think we're okay. Alright, but here we go. Rafa Distraught. Rafa's going to be spawning at the yellow armor right above the railgun, and Distraught's going to be trying to grab a railgun for himself. He goes, oh shit, nope, don't want to be there. And it's going to be taken down right at the entrance for Mega Health. So not exactly the most morale boosting of starts for Distraught there, as Rafa sits back up with Shoddy.
Indeed. That's already frag 2, and we're getting close to frag number 3. Rafa's going to find him right here. Missed with the first shotgun shot. The second will do the trick, though. And I think this is basically how this is going to go. I think the 30 seconds that we've seen is going to be the setting the tone. The tone has been set.
Well, Distraught is going to get it in his head that if ever I play Rafa, toss T4.
Yes.
For the love of God. Oh, and taken right at the teleporter exit. Rafa's going to be finding Distraught spawning yellow armor. And Railgun's going to be up, but Distraught has no way or no reason to be there for that fight right now. So Rafa's going to be controlling that once again, popping back to teleporter, finding Distraught with SSG. And actually, a lot of Quake Live players actually seemed to kind of disregard the importance of this shotgun in this map.
Yeah. I mean, the shotgun basically is your short-range railgun.
Yeah, well, okay. And there is no concentric circle spread here. It's just nice and random and quakey like that. 60 and 60 for Rafa stack, but he's up 8-0, 1 minute and 30 seconds in. And there was some complaints about, like, okay, this is why, Quake Live will never have 15-minute time limits. But on some of the closer matches, you really need that extra time. I mean, with the spawn system being what it is, that time is for kind of negating the initial advantage that somebody like Rafa is getting off of that first spawn. And having a yellow armor railgun spawn right off the bat, yeah, that's a bit of an advantage. Especially considering that it's Rafa.
Rafa expecting the exit out of the teleporter. Fooled him once, but the second time is right on the money, and he gets the frag with the rail. Picks up an impressive. And I mean, I think we're not going to really see Rafa trying to put a lockdown on the map at all. Really, he's just enjoying picking up a series of frags. A little bit of a pummel action, but because I've already seen Rafa leave up a couple of yellow armors, just maybe being nice. Safe Distraught has, I think, only been able to get a railgun once. Rafa's been able to keep it away from him throughout the rest of it, so.
Absolutely, and it's really going to be up to Distraught to find himself not probably a railgun at this point, but definitely a shotgun. It's currently up right now, but Rafa's back on over to the other end of the map. Distraught should be over there waiting for him. And actually, there's Distraught up on top of Shoddy. Can he close the distance, though? Rafa is making sure that he won't be able to at all. Here comes a close-range fight. Distraught looking for a rail. Not going to quite get everything he needs out of that.
One more. Come on, Distraught. You can do it.
Well, one more will do it from him. There it is. Very nice. Got himself on the board. And got another rail off of that shot. And oh, my God, it's going to be a double gauntlet. What's a little fisting between?
Screenshot. Yeah. Now, I've gotten so used to adding, making sure that the player has 80 health or more, but of course, rails being 100, that 90 health that Rafa had was not enough to save him. So, oh, there we go. Rafa's trying to bite back. 44 health for Distraught.
Very nice.
But he reads it well, reads it very well, and is able to put Rafa down for the 3rd time. Timing's a little bit off for Mega. Here's the armor pulled from below.
And baiting out the railgun just a little bit, but Rafa's on the top instead and comes out flying with that rocket, facing Distraught down, making this 15-3. And that was really a run that Distraught really needed to keep some momentum on. But the moment he started worrying about that Mega and trying to figure out, okay, where do I need to be if not here at this Mega, that's where he lost all his initiative. It's been an early morning for me, by the way. He lost all his initiative, and Rafa was able to swoop back in, take everything away once again.
So we'll see Mega again at 620. And, I mean, I'm just wondering if... Oh, okay, how do I put this? We'll see Rafa at Mega again at 620. I'm not so sure about Distraught, because the problem here is the frequency at which the frags are happening. It's so extreme that, like, Distraught can't really time anything. I mean, he's not alive long enough to time anything.
And was looking for a bit of gauntlet action at the exit of that teleporter. And again, the spawns have been rough for him, but even more so have been the fact that he's been very aggressive, even with, you know, no stack and without even a shotgun. I don't think he's really been utilizing that to its fullest extent. And Rafa's able to use all that time that Distraught is trying to really focus on the rail and make the game about the rail and find those long-range shots. Rafa's using that distance to really stack back up.
Impressive.
Well, like, I'm actually a little bit curious here. I'm watching Rafa, and he actually is sort of lazily, but I mean, he's still making sure he gets them. He's getting the yellows on a pretty consistent basis. Or, like in this case, he's holding position on the yellow. You know, he can drop to it whenever he wants, just like that. So.
I think in some cases, when you're 22-3, you start to Alfred E. Newman just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, nice read.
Ouch. That was just painful. But yeah, Rafa coming back around here. Distraught trying to find him, draw a bead with the plasma gun. Gonna catch him a little bit on the exit from the teleporter. But yeah, look at the way that Rafa is just burning off that time. He's not waiting up here. He's doubling back to the teleporter, doing the double tap, and finding Distraught at yellow armor. Oh, is he really gonna MG Sess him down? That's not nice. Nice rail from Distraught. This makes this jump for Mega Health kind of risky for Rafa, but he's going to be able to get it. Those rockets are going to be keeping Distraught at bay long enough.
And actually, I mean, Distraught really made a mistake coming into that room. That was a big issue because the yellow armor just above Rafa just spawned, and I think that Distraught could have just held out for it. You know, he really sort of forced the issue. And of course, Rafa's been running around with 12 health, really as if there was nothing. That's something we like to mention on Quake Live TV. We'll mention it here, is that on this map, the armor is so few and far between. You only have the 2 yellows.
Yep.
Really. And so it means that health is a lot more important. Rafa here, 8 health. And waiting for these 25s to spawn. There's the pair down below. He's going to grab those instead.
And this is really where the metagame starts to take over. I mean, this map, you already mentioned, you know, health is kind of rare, armor is kind of rare, and it being such a long-range map that focuses on the rails, it can really come down to just momentum, and eventually your momentum is going to run down. And Rafa is showing us that even without the stack, without full control of everything, how he was able to move, how he was able to get around his opponent, and how he was able to survive long enough to get back to that place of power. And also, rails like that don't hurt.
Yeah, really not. All right, guys, so I got word that the next CZM material game is going to be happening after this one, so we're just going to sit tight and enjoy the frags that Raph is bringing us. Oh, he's about to crater! Oh! There he goes, 3 health. He's able to get the frag, and that has to be frustrating as hell for Distraught. You know, when you know that you've got your opponent so weak and you just can't barely finish them off. And the ground isn't even nice enough to do it for you.
And when Rafa's leaving up 2 railguns on the map, and then pummeling you as you try to get to one of them.
Yeah, and I mean, Rafa, that's just Rafa being Rafa and knowing exactly how his opponent is going to dodge and attack. You know? Yeah, this is Rafa. You know, just very confident that he's figured out Distraught and not even worried about how he's going to attack with that shotgun when he's definitely in single blast range. So we're about to hit the 9-minute mark. Rafa enjoying a enormous lead, and it's only going to get worse from here on out.
Distraught tries to pop up for a shot, though. He manages to get it, but he needs one more to really pull this together. Rafa's back up to 100 health. That shard will be saving him from a potential rail hit. It's one of the things I always liked about Quake 3 and Quake 2. One shard, one little health pickup can save your ass from a one-hit rail. But Distraught, no armor, is going to be taken down very quickly. Oh my god, look at that plasma. And coming back through the teleporter, Rafa's going to be trying to set up here for a mid-rail shot. Is going to end up eating 2 rockets to the face. Distraught manages to pick one up, but we still don't have Mega coming up, and actually armor's still quite a ways away as well. Distraught taken down right off of the bat.
Yeah, and oh my goodness, even without a railgun here, Distraught is in one of the worst ways possible. He's got to jump for this rocket, actually misses it, has to bounce up again, and he's just checking his every angle because he knows Rafa is waiting with a railgun shot to put him out of his misery. And here you can see Distraught, he's not quite sure where to go. He's able to collect the rail, but Rafa, there he is. I was going to say, I don't think Rafa's up there.
I'm sorry, I just caught a little bit on IRC. People are actually having a discussion about Bob Ross.
Hey, why not?
Okay.
So, Rafa is going to take out that nice little rail. Such a cute little rail.
Happy rail.
Cute little happy rail.
I'm sorry. This was the last thing I expected to see in the QL TV chat. Just, my God. Okay, but Rafa, pick up the next Mega here. Striding up a little bit. Distraught going in for a health, but you need to realize when mid is not safe. And when Rafa's playing, well, it never really is. But Distraught going back in here for a bit more pummel. Ends up getting it, but Rafa will be getting in the last little bit of damage with rail. And again, I mean, Rafa's been playing the spawns here very effectively as well.
That was a nice defensive rocket from Distraught, saving him from Rafa's follow-up railgun shot. But I mean, you know, we have yet to see Rafa really in any sort of trouble throughout the course of this. This is a beautiful frag and nice explosion of blood and guts everywhere. Excellent.
And actually, it looks like that Rafa is, well, he's actually creating some situations just to kind of change things up and keep Distraught on his toes. And you can tell that Distraught, well, he's definitely living up to his name.
It's quite Distraught.
Yeah, I mean, because Rafa, I mean, he's baiting out rail, he's baiting out, you know, Mega and armors, and he's just keeping an immense amount of pressure on Distraught, letting him go for long enough. But you notice that whenever Rafa lets him go, he never really leaves much up on the map for him to take advantage of.
Yeah. Rafa's just chilling at teleporter. Actually has gotten railed twice by Distraught. The third one will put Rafa down. Let's see. Oh! Beautiful defensive rockets from Rafa, reading his opponent perfectly. And there's the health that will keep him right back in this game. This fantastic work there. At this point, I think we can safely say Rafa is playing nice little mousey at the moment with Distraught. Rafa being the kitty.
Absolutely. So we got about 2 minutes, 20 seconds left here. 41-4. And I do wonder what the next map is going to be. Hopefully it'll be something that Distraught can have a little bit more time, a little bit of space on. because he certainly hasn't been getting it from Rafa here on T4.